Well, hello and welcome to another live stream on a Sunday afternoon. Today is Sunday, the 1st of June. Can't believe that this is already the 1st of June. We're already halfway through the year. Where is the time going? Sometimes I wonder. When I was working, it seemed like time took forever and the days were long. But since I have retired and I'm doing my own thing and enjoying my own thing, I have really seen the days go by quickly, the months go by quickly, and it seems like the years are often going by quickly as well. So I want to say good evening to everyone. I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to my channel's name is Retire Inspired, and I am Sam. And I am the host of Retire Inspired, also known as Retire Inspired Nation by some of our wonderful guests who come on every week and come to see us. So let's go ahead and say hello to everybody that's on. Welcome, Marty Baker. Marty is my number one fan, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. Hey, Marty, how are you today? And Brent Mania. Hey, it's Sammy. No, it's not Sammy, it's Sam. I go by Sam, by the way. I never have used Sammy, never have liked it. But thank you for saying, here is Sammy. And what are you doing tomorrow? Something different than I did today. Actually, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. I have to go and get my checkup, my twice a year checkup, I guess you could say it is. I've got to go see my doctor. Had my blood drawn Thursday morning, and so he will tell me if I'm doing good or if I need to start doing something differently. Hopefully he'll be telling me I'm doing good. So Brent says, I posted a new video of a concert. I went into the park at the amphitheater, Elton John impersonator, that was really good. That's 2 videos so far since Christmas. Good job, Brent. I am so happy for you. You got the golden chicken. I am really proud of you, Brent. You are starting to show a lot of initiative, and I wish you all the luck. It looks like your channel is also growing, so congratulations on that. And if you guys haven't checked out Brent's channel, go to his channel and check him out. He is really doing a good job with his videos. Brent says he's number 2. And CG Anime Fan. Hey, how are you? Good to see you on here, CG. And welcome to the live stream. I hope you guys are all doing well tonight on a Sunday evening. It's okay, Brent. Don't worry about that. You didn't know that I don't like to be called Sammy. Marty says, what is her aunt doing? She is actually at a vacation Bible school tonight. She was up there with the kids, and they're having hot dogs and just having a good first night at vacation Bible school. Brent says the amphitheater is the park in his town where he lives. He didn't explain that very well. Okay. Well, as soon as I get off this live stream, I'm going to go to your channel and I'm going to check out that video. I love to watch impersonators, especially Elvis impersonators. It would be really cool to see a impersonator for Elton John. That's pretty cool. Brent says, hello, all you legendary guys and gals in the chat. And CG says, I haven't been feeling great. I had an upset stomach for a week. I'm sorry you had an upset stomach, CG. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing better. And Marty says, how's your brother doing? I guess he's doing okay. I talked to him a few days ago and he seemed like he was doing pretty good. CG says, can't find your channel. I was hoping to watch some of your videos. His channel is not really easy to find. You got to make sure you spell it correctly with an A, Brent Mania 89, and it's all capitalized and it's all one thing. You don't put any spaces. So you should be able to find his channel if you do that. So guys, I told you I was going to give you a little bit of an update on this weekend. Feel better soon, CG. Yeah, definitely feel better. I hope you do feel better. But yesterday was my yard selling day. Carol didn't go with me. Mrs. Retire Inspired did not go with me yesterday because she was hanging out with her karate buddies. In case you didn't know it, Miss Carol is a 9th degree black belt in the Tang Soo Do Korean martial arts. And she is one of the grand masters of her federation. So they had a black belt camp this weekend and they did some black belt testing for different black belts to move up in rank. And so that's what she was doing this weekend. She didn't get to go yard selling with me, but that was okay. I still had a really good time, and I think I got some pretty cool stuff. Oh, okay, Brent, you were talking about CG's channel, not yours. Okay, I am so sorry. I got you guys confused, didn't I? So, okay. Anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of things, and then I'm going to show you a video of some of the things I picked up over the weekend. And I may rely a little bit on you, CG, and Brent, if you could help me identify these things right here. Here is one of them, and I have no idea what this is. I did a image search on it, and it came up with some kind of sea creatures. Not very valuable, but I didn't pay very much for them. I got this one. Excuse me, my camera is acting all crazy. I got this one and I got this one at the same time. And this one, his mouth opens up. And this one, he lights up and makes noise. So let me see if I can turn him on. There's the thing. And this guy right here, I think he squirts or something like that. He squirts water. And the guy in the middle, they all have some kind of motion to them. His anyway, that was one of the items that I picked up at the thrift store. It was in a bag. Both of these were together for $4. So I figured I could, at least get $4 out of them. I'm sure I can get a little bit more than that, but they're filled with some kind of gel. And this one is a little harder than this one, but they remind me, this one's got like beads, like gel beads in the back of it or inside of it. But they remind me of the Stretch Armstrongs from back in the day when we used to have those kind of toys. Welcome, Badlands Bandit. Good to have you on tonight. I hope you're doing well. He says, good evening, Sam and the Retired Inspired Nation. CG says he didn't recognize the three-headed toy. And Brent says, unfortunately, he doesn't know what they are. And found out what it's called on Amazon. Heroes of Goo Jitsu Deep Goo Sea King Hydra figure. Wow, that is a mouthful, is it not? That is a mouthful. Now, you know, Tigger, he had to come get on camera because he is the star of the show. He always has to come jump in my lap when I'm doing my live streams. Brent says three-headed is on Heroes of Jitsu Deep Goo Z King Hydra figure with a triple attack, 3-in-1 goo power plus light and sound battle action. Badlands Bandit says Tigger. Yeah, he's my little. See how his ears tipped. He is a rescue kitty. That means that he was out in roaming around in the neighborhood. And whenever they pick them up, they have them spayed and neutered, and then they tip the ear to make sure that they don't pick up the same kitty more than once to have them spayed and neutered. Welcome, Invisible River Ranch. Good to see you on here tonight. I hope you're doing well. I was just going over a couple of the things that I picked up at the yard sales this weekend. I got a video to show you, but I was going to just show you a couple of things that I had handy that I could just show you. Brent says, Tigger, say hello, say hi to Pooh Bear. Yeah, Tigger, say hello to Pooh Bear for everybody, okay? So this is one of the things that I saw, and it was $4. This was at the thrift store. And the reason I picked this one up is because it had, let's see if I can get it open. It had a Volkswagen bus in it, and I'm just a little bit crazy about Volkswagen buses. I love them. But here is the Volkswagen bus. Pretty cool. And it looks like the doors open up, or at least one door opens up. When I was a kid, we had a Volkswagen bus a little bit like this when it was tan, and this was a little older version. I don't remember it looking exactly like that in the front, but yeah, that's a Volkswagen bus. And this car here, I think this is Auburn. It's the name of this car, but the doors open on it as well. Usually these larger cars will sell if you post them on eBay. And, you know, I bought the whole bag for $4. So I think I could get about $6 or $8 each for these cars. So that's a pretty good turnaround. It's not a huge profit, but it's okay. And then we got this car. It looks like it may be a Dodge Charger, a modern day Dodge Charger. And if I wanted to, I could even list these in my booth, but this one's a little bit scratched up. And this one is a sports car. I'm not sure what that is. I bet it says it on the bottom. Lamborghini. Yeah, it's a Lamborghini. Something that I will never be able to afford or drive. Not that I would if I could. I don't think I would drive something like this, even if I could afford it. How about you guys? Would you drive something like that? Let's see. Let me catch up on the comments. Valerie says, play Santa Moore and Memorial Day. Play Santa Moore and Memorial Day. I don't know what that means. VW bus is popular. Yes, it is. Split window. Yep, split window. See? Split window. But it's got a solid window in the back. And I think this door back here also opens. Let me see. It looks like it does, but I can't get it to open, and I'm not going to spend all night trying. But it looks like the back door opens. See, it's got a little crack in it, so it kind of gives you the idea that it probably opens. Did you know that they brought back the Volkswagen bus? Yes, I did know that, and it's very popular among the younger folks. Auburn Cord Duesenberg. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. It was a Auburn Cord Duesenberg. The museum for that car is not very far from where Brent lives. Okay. Invisible River says scratched up cause is super cool. Might be a Plymouth Cuda. This one here, that might be. Let's see what it says on the bottom. You know, I got to put my glasses on because I'm not young like I used to be. Let's see. Look at that. 1973 Plymouth Barracuda. That's exactly what that is. That's not a modern car. That is a 1973 Plymouth Barracuda. Good call, Badlands Bandit. You know your cars, don't you? And looks like the door is open. Makes you want to just get it in and drive, don't it? Looks like he's got some kind of, what's he got in the back seat? What is all that stuff inside of here? I don't know what that is. It's some kind of packing material. Shouldn't be in there, but it is. So I guess I'll have to try to dig that out. But yeah, that's a 1973 Plymouth Barracuda. Let's see what year this Volkswagen bus is supposed to be. 1962 Volkswagen bus. And then I got another pack of cars as well. So I got these cars too. So let's see what we got here. Looks like we got some cool ones in here as well. This is a 2015 Mustang. I wasn't really fond of the later years of Mustang. They just don't excite me too much. These Mustangs are not too good. But the 60s Mustangs like this one right here are super cool. So this is a, let's see, 1969. That's not a Mustang. That's a Chevy SS. And this door is open as well. So that's pretty cool. And then we got a police truck with the red and blue lights. And the tailgate comes down. Pretty cool. And then the last one is another Lamborghini. This one is a red Lambo. And these doors open. See how they open like wings? We actually saw a Lamborghini when I was in Chicago, when we went to the hot dog place. This real nice looking Lamborghini pulled up beside us and went down the, it's on the video, so go check it out in the video. But it was really loud. So that's a couple of the things that I got this weekend. Brent says a new VW bus is called 2025 Volkswagen ID Buzz. Is all-electric three-row minivan that combines retro styling with modern technology and features. That's cool. Invisible River says he was wiring up his new well pump. That's good. It's nice to have good fresh water coming from a well, isn't it? Badlands knows his cars. He sure does. Spheres. And he's got honey in the back seat. Mopars and Datsun Nissans. Others not so much. Enough cars for a rally. Yeah, there's enough cars for a rally. Did you know the Mustang was named after the P-52 Mustang plane, but they wanted it to sound powerful, so that's why they used Mustang horse for a logo. I didn't know that. I always thought it was named after the Mustang horse, the P-51. P-51, yes, I knew that didn't sound right. And P-47 were the planes. Then they changed to F-51 and F-47. So I've got a little bit of a video here. I'm going to show you some of the other stuff that I picked up. You guys would not believe how much stuff I picked up this weekend. So I'm going to show you this video here. I went to this one yard sale, and the guy had 6 tubs of baseball action figures. A lot of them were the McFarlane action figures, which is McFarlane is one of the higher dollar sale. It was all at one yard sale. And this is many baseball figures. This is a Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire starting lineup. Big figures. I've never seen big figures. We got some small starting lineups here. Vince Coleman, Ivan Calderon, Pedro Martinez. These are mostly starting lineups here, but there's some others as well. Mike Piazza, Nolan Ryan, Jeff Bagwell, Roger Clemens, Bobby Thompson, Well, I thought I was done with the starting lineup. I had a bunch of starting lineup and have sold most of the baseball stuff. Here, Mike Sweeney. Here, bigger figures. Now these are the bigger figures over here. Mike Sweeney. Kurt Schilling. Mark McGwire and Jose Canseco. That's got to be worth something. Jacob Ellisbury. This is McFarlane. That's just 2 boxes. Kerry Wood. Sammy Sosa. Robert Field. So yeah, that's a lot of the stuff that I got, the baseball stuff that came in. I paid $350 for all 6 of those tubs. So you guys tell me, what do you think about that? Do you think it was a good purchase, or do you think it was a bad purchase? You think I'll make any money off of them? I've already got some of them listed. Thank you, Brent Mania, for the super sticker, $1.99. Thank you so much. And welcome, Rat's Stash. Hope you guys are doing tonight, Renee and Todd. Good to see you on here. Brent says, hello, the dynamic duos in the chat. And Invisible River gave $1 in the super chat. Thank you so much. Total Stash Haul. And then Brent gave another $2. Any Cleveland Indians baseball in the tub? Yeah, there's some Cleveland Indians in there for sure. It's like you went back in time and ordered that stuff to sell on eBay. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? The dynamic duo Rat Stash, they can't type, as you can now see. Hello, Brent. New old stock, NOS. Hello, Todd and Renee. And that would look real cool out of the box, all standing up. But I couldn't sell it if it was out of the box. Brent says, golly, somebody must have really liked baseball. Yeah, and I guess he was getting rid of his whole stash at one time. This is a nice haul. Do you cook peanuts wallpaper? I don't know much about baseball players. I don't really either. I know some of the names, though. I think you might make some money off them. There's people that collects that stuff. Yeah, if nothing else, I can put it in my my booth at the flea market. Good purchase. Just got to find the right buyer. Some people like players, teams, or eras that they are familiar with. I'm interested in Cleveland Indians. Okay. I'll let you know if I have any, or I'll send you information on the ones that I have. In the box standing up, so still can. In the box standing up, so still can sell. Yep. So I'm going to show you another video, so you can just kind of get an idea of exactly how much stuff there is. Let's see. It's taking a second for that video to pull up, so you guys just be patient with me on that one. I'll get to it in just a second. But I'm going to show you some footage from my booth this weekend. I had some pretty good sales, had some people pick up a lot of really good stuff. Let's see. Here's a guy, he got a bunch of die-cast cars this weekend. So I'm going to share this with you while we're waiting on that other video. Unfortunately, he took some of the stuff back. He was excited.
I don't know if you had any additional out last week. I know you just all the other stuff. Oh, okay, cool. I want that DC3 though. Are you know for him? That's a DC3. Ooh, I think that's it. I usually don't. I usually just look at ones that are stuff from the TV shows. Knight Rider, Back to the Future. Oh, well, that's my favorite movie. Which one? I like all of them. Well, best one's probably second. I'm more biased on that. I saw the third one in theater, so I'm a little bit more biased on that. Yeah, I don't like the third one. Third one was just, I don't know. It wasn't good to me, you know. Surprised you're not getting that thing. No, I am getting it. Listen, I want to be honest with you, I like these. You probably should. These you gotta look at. It's cool. That's one of my favorite planes. Yeah, this one's back to you. I'm saying that because I remember them on your day, and this one, well, I got a few of these all day. I'm a record. That's that there. That's also. Or I got a Ford plane, the whole. That's how much they want. These are hard to find. I like it. No, any Hot Wheels stuff I've seen, I've got. It's been the Knight Rider car, the Ninja Turtles.
So that guy bought a couple of $100 worth of stuff this past weekend. and made me a little bit of money, which was great. But he took a couple of the items back, so he didn't get everything. But I want to show you guys another sale that I did. This lady came up and bought a bunch of china from me this weekend. So I'm going to share that with you. This is the guy getting the stuff and loading it.
All of it. Yeah. Somebody's bringing me down another cart. We'll get that.
And this is the last meeting here.
So needless to say, this past weekend was a really good weekend in sales for my flea market booth. So let me catch up on the comments. Let's see. Invisible River says he likes the camera, that I can move it. Yeah, it's a little bit addictive. Sometimes I get on the camera and I'll be watching people in the booth. One time I made the mistake of turning the camera around right as the people were standing on the other side of the glass display case, and they were like this. So, yeah. Brent gave $2 more. Well, thank you, Brent. I appreciate that. Rat Stash says if they had that in their booth, they'd be watching it all the time. It is addictive, I can say that. I think you can talk on it too. Mine too. Yeah, I can talk on it. I can talk to people, and I have. Like when the people were getting video game consoles out of the display cabinet and they couldn't figure out which key to use, I got on the microphone and I told them which key to use and turn it upside down. And he looked like he was on that stuff. Yep, he was loading that buggy up for the lady. So always nice to see them loading up your stuff as long as paying for it. Absolutely, I agree. I think they'll pay for it another on security camera. Wish there was a flea market around me. I'm surprised you don't have a flea market anywhere around you. But anyway, let's see if I can pull up my sales for the last month. I may not be able to pull up May's sales since today is the 1st. It may not show up, but I will try. So let me see if I can pull up my sales. All right, so it may not let me do it because I put the dates. I put 5/1, May 1st, 05/01, 2025 through 05. How many days is in May? Is it 30 or is it 31? 30. So 05/30, 2025. So let's see if it'll pull it up. Nope, it won't let me pull it up. Let's see if I can refresh it and try it again. Nope, it won't let me do it. Let's see if it'll show my sales for today. I don't know if I had any sales today. Looks like I had some sales come up today. That China set came up today, and it sold for $130. It was on say anything over $100. I'm giving 10% off. Someone bought a die-cast 1957 Chevy car, and that was $35. I'm going to try one more thing here. 05, 01, 20, 2025, 05, 30, 2025. Let's hit submit down here and see if it shows up. Nope, it's not going to let me see it. So I guess I can only see stuff for this month. I wonder if it'll let me see year to date. Yeah, it don't want to let me see stuff from last month. For some reason, it doesn't want to let me see stuff from last month. So it looks like that even though that China set was sold on the last day of the month, it's not. It's showing up today instead of on the last month. Rat says, now I want to go to Ohio and open and run a flea market like Jake's. Says wait. Said wait. Okay. Unless the town don't like them is why there's none. I'm going to try this one more time. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, so this is Mall Central, which is where I'm able to see my sales. Let's see if I can do year to date. I guess it won't let me do year to date. We'll see. No, it's just going to show me sales for this month, which is June. Oh well, I tried. So Invisible River says wait means to me it's doing something. No, it wouldn't do it. It wasn't doing anything. Maybe because it's Sunday. So I did print out an invoice for my sales from yesterday. I'm glad I did that while it was still available. But you can see that that's just one day's sales, and that doesn't include the China and that other vehicle. But that was $323, and then you add the rest of it. It was like $550 in sales yesterday, Saturday. So that was an exceptional day. And then this one here is a couple of days before that. So it says that my total sales for this 2-week period is $830. But if you add the other sales that didn't show up until today, I've sold over $1,000 in stuff this month. So that's pretty good. Ratstash says their sales, the system is down today too. All right, so now I'm going to share with you my eBay sales. Just give you a real brief idea of how I'm doing on my eBay sales. So for you guys who come on here with me on the Sundays, normally I average about $5,000 a month. So the last 31 days has actually gone up a little bit on eBay. So my sales for the last 31 days is 56, 66, 76, and my taxes were $364.54, and my selling cost was $1,581.70, with my net sales as $3,720.52. So I sold 62 items with an average sales price per item of $82.13. So it looks like the missus is trying to invade my space. Come on in. Come on in and get on the camera. You got Tigger all confused. He's like, who is that coming in my house?
Tigger.
So come on over here, Mrs. Retire Inspired, and say hi to everybody.
Tigger. Well, hello, everybody. How are you? I just came from vacation Bible school. Let me see if I can get a good angle.
Tell them what you've been doing.
I have been at vacation.
You got to get a little bit further.
I have come come from vacation Bible school from our church. Oh, buddy, it's okay. Teaching vacation Bible school to small children. So I just want to come home and really see Tigger more than I did. Retire inspired. How you doing, buddy? Well, he's a daddy's boy, so I guess I better head on to the house. All right, Tigger. It's good to see everybody. I just want to make sure that Tigger knew Mama loved him. So I got to come by and see my buddy because he's so sweet. So I will let you get on with your live stream. Okay, buddy. And I will see you at the house, honey.
Oh, you better.
Okay.
He wants you.
He wants some. Okay, come on. Let's go check his box and see if it needs to be.
So that was the better half. She just came in from her vacation Bible study, Bible school.
Let's go check your box.
Invisible River says he likes the family infusion, and he would be sure there's what he's picking up as non-family. Some people take weekends seriously. Yeah, Saturday was really a good day. Welcome, FSJ. Hey. Good to see you, Jack. Hope you're doing well today. And Renee said hello to Carol. And Jack says hello to the boss lady. She is the boss lady. Yep, he is a smart cat. He definitely loves his mama. Looks like she took him back to the back. So yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about my eBay store. So let's get back to that. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on my eBay store today. I just want to share with you a couple of the sales that I've had recently. So these are some of the figures that I've been listing so far. I've gotten a bunch of them already listed. Got a Joe DiMaggio and Chipper Jones, McFarlane. I'm trying to get all the McFarlanes listed first, but here's something that I'm really proud of. I ordered this on eBay for parts or repair, and this is a Microsoft Xbox Series S console, and this is one of the newer consoles, and I ordered it for parts or repair, and I paid $50 for the console, and the console you see is worth about $295 working. I already had the fortunately for me, I already had the controller, and I found this box in somebody's trash, and I just put my controller in it. But this Xbox didn't work when I got it. It didn't have any power, so I took it apart, and I pulled apart the power part of it that's inside, and it looked like it had blown up or something bad had happened inside. But I got it working. I ordered a new power block from Amazon, and it is now working. I got it put back together, so I was really proud of that. But what I want to share with you tonight are some of my recent sales. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I wanted you to see some of the things that have sold recently. So I sold a Sony CyberShot, and I got this camera in a bag full of cameras for $5. and that sold for $71.10. There were several cameras in that bag that I got that sold for pretty good money. I also got this vintage case knife. I bought that off of a friend of mine and paid like $10 for it. It sold for $116.99. If you find these case knives, these things are really valuable. This is what it looks like. It's an original case knife, and it was in fairly good condition considering its age. Sold this book called 9 Months in the Sack. Sold a Sony PlayStation 2 Fat console for $130.50. Y'all know I buy those for parts of repair, and then I get them working and sell them. I sold one of these Redline Hot Wheels. This came in a lot that, I bought at a thrift store, bought the whole bucket for like $7 for the whole bucket. And I made a video about all the different cars that I had, but this one sold with its button for $32.40. Sold a power adapter for an Apple computer for $22.49. And I really honestly don't even remember where I got that. This outdoor antenna is another thing I picked up at the thrift store, and I think I paid $5 for it. It sold for $45. These Nintendo DSs and the DS XLs, they sell really good. I got this one on an ask at a yard sale. I paid about $30 for this one, and it sold for $150. It's a Nintendo DS XL, so it's a little bit bigger than the regular DS. And then I bought this Nintendo DS Lite on eBay for parts and repairs for $15. And when I got it, I tested the console, and it actually worked, and it sold for $66.60. So I had this refrigerator. I picked this up at the thrift store also for $5, and this is a Series X replica mini fridge. It has the green light inside, and it actually looks like an Xbox video game console, the Series X, but it's a mini fridge. Pretty cool. I don't really have much of a use for mini fridges though. But I also sold this Canon camera. This came in that same bag of cameras and that I got for $5, and it sold for $72. And I sold this Onkyo receiver for $202. I picked this up at a yard sale for $20. And this was one of those really nice receivers, and it came with a remote. I've had this in my store for quite a while now, but got it sent off, and the buyer was really happy with it. But that's some of my sales that I've had recently. I think I showed this one on one of my live streams. This is an older DS that I picked up at a yard sale for $20. But I think I shared this on my live stream. So, that's just some of the sales that I've had recently on my eBay store. It's been doing pretty good. I've been selling a lot of bigger items and more expensive items, so that's pretty good. Um, so yeah. Marty says, "Do you have a Braves player?" Yeah, I have several Braves players. And Jack says, "Anyone having issues listing?" I had a buddy call in, say all his new listings won't let him set up shipping. That's strange. I've never had that issue, but what I did have an issue with about a month, 2 months ago is I changed the shipping on one of my items to local pickup only. And instead of it changing just that one item, it ended up changing every listing in my store to local pickup only. And I had to go in and do bulk editing and change every single item in my store. And it really caused a lot of problems for me because everything was changed to local pickup only. That means that nobody can buy stuff and have it shipped to them. So that really messed my store up. And every now and then I still have a listing that comes up as local pickup only. And fortunately for me, the buyers will often contact me and say, "Can you ship it?" And I can go in there and change it. But I go in there and check it pretty regularly now and make sure that all of my items have um, shipping that are eligible for shipping that are not too big for me to ship. So that was the main issue that I've had with shipping. The shipping section isn't even showing his drafts. That's weird. Computer could be cleaning, doing maintenance. Jack says he just found a vintage Gerber and Schrade knives in his dumpster. The blades need repaired, but free money. Gotta grab it. Yeah, you know what? Even if you pick those knives up and they're broken or not, not functioning, people will buy those just for the parts because they're putting together um, new knives or rebuilding knives and that sort of thing. Free is the best price. I agree. And Jack says, "Great sales, Sam." Thanks, Jack. Jack says, stopped and grabbed a chrome center cap on the side of the yard sale shoulder, 50-ish bucks when sell it. Yeah, that's great when you can pick up stuff for free and sell it. He hasn't. He said he hasn't logged out and logged back in on since a couple years ago. Wow. So, speaking of things that pick up beside the road, when I was out in Texas on my way out to Arizona, I stopped in Dallas and visited with my friend Dash, who lives there in Dallas. He's been on the live stream a few times. We went thrifting together, but we were riding in my van, and on the side of the road, he saw a Dyson vacuum cleaner, and it's one of them really, valuable Dysons. And so we stopped, and I said, "Why don't you get out and grab that thing?" So he got out and grabbed it and picked it up, put it in the van. And when we got back to the house, he cleaned it up and took all the hair and stuff that was in it out and got it working again. And I think he sold that thing for a couple of $100s. Jack says he sold a few hubcaps, sold some college books, and made over $200 on free books. Same guy bought all three. Wow, that's good. Those books are also really good. Those college books, especially, are real good to make money with. Jack says he's going to start going to pick and pull junkyards. Great money in emblems and smaller parts. Well, that since you mentioned that, hold on just a second. I don't think the guy that sold me those bins of action figures realized that there was something that had some value in those bins also, other than action figures. This right here is a badge for a Mustang car, and it's got the hooks on the back. So I'm going to look that up. I think this thing is probably worth about $50. But I sold a gas cap for $75 for a Mustang. But that's just extra money that I don't think he even realized was in the box with those action figures, with those baseball figures. But this was also in that box. Oops, upside down. But this is a keychain holder, and it's got the Mustang emblem on it as well. So I figured someone had a Mustang car. It's got some writing on there. Let's see, what does that say? I didn't even realize it had writing until I was looking at it on the camera. I can't read it though. Hey. If y'all can tell what that says, it says 66 Mustang on the bottom, I think. But I can't tell what it says. Trey Kirkland. Trey Kirkland. Or Trey Kincaid. Yeah. So I don't think someone would particularly want something with somebody else's name in it. But I know I can sell this. I know I can make some money on this. That's pretty cool. Somebody who's restoring an old Mustang would want that. I wish it was in better condition though. That blue and red and white should be. It looks like the enamel has come off of there. Jack says that's nice. And he thought it said Trey Kincaid. Someone will want that. It's from a 66 Stang. Touch it up. Oh, how would I touch it up? Do they make paint that I can use to fix it? Yeah, they want original parts. That's true. So that gas cap sold for pretty good money. And I think I paid $30 or $25 for that gas cap. Jack says don't mess with it. Enameled, same color. Yeah, I think I'm going to follow Jack's advice and just leave it as it is. And whoever buys it, if they want to fix it up, they can fix it up. If they want to keep it the way it is, they may just want it to look weathered. And you never know. Some people like the weathered look. But anyway, looks like I have been on here for over an hour now. And so it's time for me to call it a night and to get home to Mrs. Retire Inspired. I want to thank everybody for being on the live stream tonight. Invisible River, Jack, thank you for being on. Marty, of course, my #1 fan, is always on every weekend. She is on without fail, and I appreciate her. Also, appreciate Rat Stash for being on, Renee and Todd. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm glad to see you on here on a regular basis now. It's always good to see you guys. And would love to hear about your booth sometime. Brenta Mania, I want to thank you for being on. And also thank you guys who Brent gave a couple of super chats. Thank you very much for doing that. You didn't have to do that, but I certainly do appreciate it. And I also appreciate Invisible River for the super chats that he gave. And CJ Anime Fan, it's good to have you on here. Always good to hear you. Hope you're feeling better. Badlands Bandit, thank you for being here. Good to see you on. And also, let's see, I don't think I missed, I may have missed one person. Let's see, who did I miss? Valerie White, who is Marty's mother and my sister-in-law. Thanks for being on. So thank you all for being on the live stream tonight. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will look forward to seeing you on the next live stream that I do next Sunday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. So you guys come back and join me again next Sunday, and we will talk about the booth and how it's doing, and yard selling and eBaying and all that other good stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the live stream tonight. If you did, make sure you give me a like and a thumbs up. And if you are watching this and you're not yet a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you are a subscriber but you haven't hit that notification bell, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. So I guess I will see you guys on the next one next week. So you guys take care. Love you guys, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.